and live in color. Do what you want to do and live in color. Hey, thanks for joining us here on Lee Pitts Live and Live in Color. We're so excited here at the American Legion Post 38, right here at the heart of the city of Fort Myers on the River District, the same location that the popular Lee Pitts Live After Work takes place every other month. And we're here on the red carpet actually taping some shows, and I'm so thrilled to be here and excited to have my guest here, the education advisor for Lee Pitts Live, one Neketa Watson. Welcome back to Lee Pitts Live, Neketa Watson.
Thank you for having me.
Let's bump you in. And live in color. It's always good to get you here, but it's even more to me as the year starts, has wound down. We're going into 2024, and you know how people always setting their New Year resolution and trying, I'm going to do better this year, I'm going to lose a few pounds, I'm going to do all of this. But one of the things we need to do is to make sure that our children and our households and our parents and everybody else is focused on that education. So we're going to get an opportunity for you to give us some advice as the principal of Gateway High School.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Gateway High School. You are really excited about some things that have happened there. One of your students have done pretty well.
Yes, one of our students.
Call his name.
Xavier Banyos. He has gotten an acceptance to MIT, and as you know, MIT does not give out a lot of acceptances. So he may be the only student in the county and maybe the state who's gotten an acceptance to MIT.
One of the great higher education institutions.
Absolutely.
Is that Ivy League? I can't remember whether MIT is
League.
classified as Ivy
Yes.
League. Massachusetts Institution of Technology.
Yes.
Where you graduated from MIT, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I graduated from the Jackson State University, an HBCU.
One of the great education institutions in America.
It is.
And of course, I'm an HBCU graduate from Talladega College in Birmingham.
Nice.
And grad school, HBCU, Clark Atlanta University.
Okay.
So I got more stacks of big bills on top of that.
Same.
Happen to be a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority.
Yes.
And I happen to be a member of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity.
Okay.
Getting all of that in.
Nice.
As the education advisor to Lee Pitts Live, we were so thrilled last year to give you one of the Person of the Year awards for leading that great school in Gateway High School. And that's one of my highest honor to have selected you for that.
Thank you for the opportunity. I hold it near and dear to my heart. It is on my shelf as soon as you walk into my office. It's a point of pride.
Thank you. Education advisor. Let's talk about parents. Every time I hear you talk about education, it seems to go back to the parents. Why?
Because parents are the driving force to success. In order for students to be successful, they need support. And if it's not coming from the parents, it's going to come from someone. So we want to make sure that parents are the ones who are in their child's ear, because if they're not listening to their parents, they are listening to someone. So we want it to be positive, and we want it to be, from the parents.
Throughout history or throughout your experience as an educator and your personal life and friends and children, you can see a direct correlation with when the parents are engaged in the learning process of their children, they generally have a better chance for success?
1,000%. When parents are engaged, students are successful. When parents are not engaged, students struggle. And a lot of students have the ability, but they do not have that parent support, and they tend to struggle.
What do you say to people who say, that's not my job, that's why I send them to school?
Schools can't do it alone. It starts at home. And once again, if the parents are supporting the students, they have a better chance at success.
What are some things parents can do?
Parents can speak to their students, talk to them about their academics, talk to them about their school day, and also check the grades. Keep up with their teachers, contact the administrators. every school or most of the schools have some sort of app where the grades are being reported, and this is a live system. So as soon as teachers put in grades, parents can see these grades. So,
I know it probably shouldn't be this subjectivity involved in things, but do teachers and administrators and people like yourself, when you know that the parent is involved with the child, you see that child in a different way. You see that whole process or that whole growth of that child in a different way?
absolutely. You know, we all were children once. We know when our parents are watching, we sit up straight, we behave better. So yes, when we know that parents are watching, students behave better. Teachers are more focused on those students.
When a teacher gets contacted by a parent, are we bugging the teacher too much, or can you be over, or is there no such thing as being over involved?
There's no such thing as being overly involved. Teachers would rather parents be involved. They need the parental support, and they definitely welcome parent support.
Talk about a parent who may feel that they are too busy. How can they be engaged?
Again, I want to go back to the app. You know, we are in a technology world, so the app in the Lee County School District is called Focus. If you are in a surrounding county, it may be a different type of app, but you can see grades live. Parents can have that on their phone. They can check that just like they check social media. So if a student is late on assignment, a parent can see that. And the key is for students to stay on track so that they're not falling behind.
I see. The tests, school tests, standardized tests, and in the classroom. I'm constantly hearing about teachers teaching to the test. What does that mean, and is that true, and is that good or bad?
Well, teachers don't teach to the test, but they have standards. So the standardized test at the end is based on the standards, and the teachers teach according to those standards. So it's not teaching to the test, but they're teaching the standards in the state of Florida, or I'm sure whatever state they're in.
If a school is graded A, B, C, D, F, or whatever, we'll notice, does that really matter more than the teacher itself in the school and the students and everything else around them?
Absolutely not. The teachers and the students are the most important. So a grade doesn't tell you the heart of a teacher, the heart of a school.
So you're saying that no matter what the school grade is, students should be able to excel there?
Yes, you have hard-working teachers at every school, so the grade doesn't tell you the entire picture.
How can a student stay on track for success?
Students can stay on track by keeping up with their assignments, submitting assignments on time. Students, and not just students, people in general like to wait until the last minute. We can't do that with assignments, so students need to do assignments when they are due, and also do homework. And to all the parents, there is homework. No matter what students tell you, they have homework. Learning does not stop at the end of the school day. The learning must extend to the home as well.
But it's okay to have some fun too?
Yes, they can have fun.
Extracurricular activities, how do they play in the grand scheme of education?
They play an important part. A lot of students go to school so that they can play sports, and they must have a certain GPA, which is a 2.0 in the state of Florida, to play sports. And the sports keep students engaged. And
when I say extracurricular activities, is that limited to sports, or are there other?
No, it's not just limited to sports, clubs as well.
What are some of the clubs you have at Gateway?
We have a STEM club, we have a robotics club, we have the Key Club, several different clubs, and students also create clubs. So,
And I think you're involved in the arts too. I think the music department. I think I talked to the Golden Apple winner from your school.
yes, yes, Mr. Fisher, who is our music teacher and band director, he was the Golden Apple winner last year.
Do extracurricular activities help in the academic arena too? Do you find that students who are engaged in extracurricular activities, they may do pretty well in their books?
Yes, because they are engaged, and like I said, they have to have a certain grade point average to even participate. So yes, the extracurricular activities help with the success of their academics.
And you make it up to your senior year. Now you're sitting in your class. Next, you're going to be out of high school. What should you be doing right now if you're a senior?
Seniors need to attend school every single day. They need to stay on track with their assignments. School is not over, and most seniors tend to get senioritis. In a few months, I'm going to be out of here, but this time counts, so they cannot get off track. They must come to school, must stay on top of their assignments.
All seniors are not going to go to college. There are different career tracks. Are you a big proponent of other career tracks as well?
Absolutely. I believe in preparing students for college or career. And at Gateway High School, we have several different career and technical academies that prepare students for the workforce. We have engineering, medical, vet, cybersecurity, and I forget. Vet, medical, cybersecurity, carpentry. How can I forget carpentry? How can I forget carpentry?
You're okay. Let's go with the school choice. Is that time of the year right now to get engaged in that process? Sesame Street school choice for me.
Yes, so school choice is a time where fifth graders, eighth graders, and preschoolers, they get to choose their school for next year. So eighth graders are going to choose their high school for next year. Preschool is going to choose their elementary school, and fifth graders are going to choose their middle school. So every zone has about 5 to 6 different schools to choose from. So parents, every school is going to have an open house. I suggest that parents visit every single school in their zone, and every school has something unique, and parents and students should see what every school offers and make their decision.
I think the last time that you were on my show that Gateway High School was the highest choice for students wanting to go to Gateway. Is that still the case?
Yes, we are the #1 selected school in our zone.
So that's a good thing?
It is a good thing. That means that students are choosing us as their #1 choice for high school.
You think that's because you're sparkling, brand new, shiny, new object?
No, well, that too, but I also think that we offer something for every student, not just college and career pathways, but also those career academies as well are a big attractor.
You say you offer something for all students. Does that mean that other high schools in the district are not the same? That across the board, all high schools don't offer the same things, that no matter what school you go to, it's just like going into a McDonald's, you're going to get the same Big Mac and the same great fries and the same, would you like to supersize this?
Now, every school offers something for college, and every school has career and technical academies as well, but they may have different career and technical academies. For instance, there's a school who may have a culinary arts academy.
I see.
We have engineering, we have medical, we have vet. There's a mechanical academy in our zone as well. There's a welding academy at other schools in our zone. So it's based on the interests of the student, what they want to do after graduation.
Let's talk about school safety before we let you get out of here. Parents, we drop our kids off. We never know. We see so much on television right now. I'm assuming that you spend a lot of time thinking about that too, with all this stuff that's happening with schools and things of that nature. How can we feel a little bit of comfort when we drop our children off at these schools?
Well, every school now has a single entry point, and now we have the weapons detection system. So it is at the majority of the schools in Lee County. I'm sure by the end of the year it will be at all schools. So when students enter, they are entering through a weapons detection system, kind of like the airport. It looks like TSA when they arrive.
Dr. Banner, he was on my show recently. He talked about that. Before we know it, Ms. Watson, will be summer break, spring break, all of that stuff will start hitting us. How should academia play into those particular times of the year for students?
Well, spring break for high schoolers, and especially juniors and seniors, that is a time
To go to Freaknik.
No, not to
Oh.
Freaknik, but I suggest that parents, I know this time they want to go on a vacation, but I would suggest that they set their vacation around college campuses. So
Okay.
build in a college tour or two during their spring break. You know, that's what parents do.
Right.
We're just kind of a little bit behind.
How about in the summer in general? How should kids be spending their summer? I know it was a stigma on going to summer school, but we probably need to get better. The world is just evolving and people are constantly keeping their brains stimulated. You got competition all over the world. Students, that is.
Right. So during the summer, definitely students of all ages, from kindergarten to 12th grade, should be reading.
That's right.
They should
read.
read.
That is the foundation.
That's the foundation.
You find a good reader, you're going to pretty much find a good student.
Absolutely.
Y'all heard it from here from our Lee Pitts Live Person of the Year, the principal, Neketa Watson at Gateway High School, who's also the education advisor for Lee Pitts Live. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Remember, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like this fine principal and other principals in the Lee County School District. And Miami may have the oranges, but Gateway High School has got the
Juice.
And it got the juice. We'll be right back.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee. I'm so glad that you watched that particular show. And if you enjoyed that show, we got other shows like that. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch Lee Pitts Live on demand anytime. And also hit us up on all our social media platforms. Just type in Lee Pitts Live, and there you go.